Thank you, Chairman. I'm not aware of any apologies this morning.
Okay. Have we? Aye. Any declarations of interest? No. And just before we go into the external audit plan, I'll hand over to Paul.
Thank you, Chair. Yep, we had an item on the agenda last time regarding the new pensions governance arrangements, particularly arrangements for the new pensions board. The legislation on this was just finalised last week on the 18th, so that's the legislation now in place, and the guidance is now fully available. Working through that with Andy at the minute, also our advisors from Hymans, and in particular liaising with colleagues elsewhere in Scotland regarding the arrangements being put in place with other funds. We're not in a position to bring a report forward today, but we're working on the detail of that, and we'll come back to members at the earliest opportunity to make sure we have the arrangements in place for the next meeting of this committee at the start of the new financial year.
Thanks for that, Paul. Moving on, item 4. Any other business deemed urgent by the Chairman? Haven't got any, so therefore adopt the Local Government Scotland Act 1973. Oh, sorry, getting ahead of myself there. Item 3, external audit plan for 2014-15. Back to Paul again.
Thank you, Chair. Yep. Say that attached to the report is a copy of PwC's audit plan for financial year 2014-15. That year is the 5th year that the Pensions Fund has had its own accounts and own audit. Previously to that, it was part of the Council's overall accounts. Up to now, we've had no significant issues raised through the audit. We've had a true and fair view reflected every year and no qualifications or anything of that nature. The plan itself is relatively straightforward. The only risks highlighted in the plan are standard to all audits, including the Council's own separate audit. It's nothing specific to the fund or to Dumfries and Galloway. A report will be brought back to members once audit is complete. That will come back to committee around about September time with details of any actions or any issues arising from the audit for members' consideration. Thank you.
Paul, pretty straightforward. Members got any questions in this? Ian?
Just in regards, what I'd like to go and understand by reading through it was, I'd like to have heard of an example where things have went wrong, kind of where there has been mismanagement or fraud or fraudulent activity. So a kind of case scenario behind that, so I've got a clear understanding of kind of the provisions that we've got in place that they're absolutely adequate.
Happy to have a look at that. The example wouldn't be from here, obviously, because we haven't had any significant issues. But one thing I would say, Ian, is that within the annual accounts each year, we have a statement of internal controls, which actually lists the detailed arrangements that we've got in place to prevent fraud and to prevent errors. So it's actually in the copy of the annual accounts, that statement there, which gives a bit more information on that. So but certainly have a look at an example if that's something that you find helpful.
I would be keen to hear it. I didn't again if is it PricewaterhouseCoopers? Is that who this is here?
No, they're not
okay,
here.
if they're not here, sorry. I take it. I thought they might have been here. Might be able to get an example of them being there. No, that's fair enough.
Can certainly ask them the next time they attend the committee to give you a bit more background on what they're actually looking for there. Is that?
No further questions? We move on. Item 4. Oh, sorry, Stephen.
Sorry, I didn't get my hand up quick enough there. Just on page 14, the 5% concentration, because there's a sort of change in the guidance, and I was just wondering, is that anything we'll have to sort of declare on that one in terms of investment disclosure, given that we've got our investments across a number of vehicles?
Sorry, can I just check where it's here?
Sorry, it's the it's key changes.
All right.
The impact of the new SORP, and it was just the 5% concentration of investment disclosure is now a sort of requirement. It was just out of interest. Is that something that between the different pool vehicles we'd have to declare anything?
Any further questions? No?
That's it now.
Okay. Item 4, I've no further, urgent business. Item 5, Local Government Scotland Act will adopt a resolution to exclude the public, section 50A4, paragraph 9, part 1, schedule 7A, Local Government Scotland Act 73.